With Charles Leclerc set for a long-term Ferrari renewal, Mercedes need to go on the lookout again for a new Lewis Hamilton successor. With Lewis Hamilton entering the twilight years of his F1 career, Mercedes had hoped to attract Charles Leclerc to the team as his long-term replacement. Unfortunately for the Silver Arrows, the Monegasque driver is set to stay put at Maranello for the foreseeable future. In a move that will rule him out of a move to Mercedes before the tail end of the decade, Leclerc is set to sign a bumper new deal with Ferrari, keeping him with the team until 2026 at a minimum, with the option to extend the partnership until 2029. According to a report from French news outlet Sportune, Leclerc's new Ferrari deal will make him one of the best-paid drivers on the grid, netting him over £160 million throughout the duration of the deal, with final year compensation for his signature rising to as much as £43 million. Hamilton's own future is up in the air, with the seven-time world champion yet to sign an extension on his Mercedes contract that expires at the end of the season, although the new deal between the two parties is believed to be a few minor details away from completion. The length of the new deal between Hamilton and Mercedes is unknown, although a contract until the end of 2025 is the most likely avenue, with the legendary British driver hoping to wrap up his record-breaking 8th world title before the 2026 regulations come into effect. When Hamilton does eventually call time on his F1 career, the team will have a ready-made team leader waiting in the wings in George Russell, but his long-term partner remains a topic of contention, with many drivers vying for what is one of the hottest seats in motorsport. Here are the Brackley-based team's realistic options. If Mercedes are hoping to stick with an all-British driver lineup beyond the end of Hamilton's career, then approaching Lando Norris would be the obvious choice. The 23-year-old driver has been one of the standout drivers in F1 since making his debut for McLaren back in 2019, picking up a total of 8 podiums, despite never having race-winning machinery underneath him. Even more convenient for Mercedes is that Norris's McLaren contract expires at the end of the 2025 campaign, so if Hamilton's plan is to extend his Mercedes program for another 2 seasons, the stars will align for this move to play out. The only concern for Mercedes comes in the form of longtime rivals Red Bull, who are known admirers of Norris and see him as an ideal replacement for Sergio Perez.